What do you see as the greatest causes for optimism and concern in 2022? And I'd like to ask that question to Paul.
Well, optimism is based upon what I think could be quite a robust growth environment where the global economy has another year of above trend growth, where we return to a more normal environment with COVID having less impact on all of our lives as a function of the successful vaccination programs and antibodies in the community. The optimistic scenario is also one where inflation proves to be transitory and recedes as supply issues are resolved, and where central banks are cautious in tightening policy. And that means that bond markets could remain well behaved. In that environment where markets don't get spooked by policymakers and where earnings continue to grow at double-digit rate, it's relatively constructive for equities. But what can go wrong? Well, as usual, many things, but largely it'll be, I think, due to lower growth or higher inflation and interest rates. Lower growth is a function of government restrictions or a drop in consumer and business confidence, most likely COVID related. And higher inflation looks stickier than had previously been assumed, and that will likely pressure policymakers to tighten liquidity and interest rates, and that could upset equity markets. But on balance, though, I remain optimistic.
Well, that's good, Paul. GERVAIS, what are your greatest causes for optimism and concern next year?
Yeah, what has been interesting is when I'm talking to companies at the moment, I'm seeing an awful lot of companies which are seeing real pressures on wages. But they're really seeing the recruitment is difficult. They're losing some of their current staff. And I think this could be something which actually persists for some time and actually leads not just to extra costs, but actually companies coming under profitability pressure. And it could be that markets are unsettled from that point of view. One of the features of the year, though, could be that actually we start to see the pattern of the market changing. Some of those with the most negative cash flow, some of the unicorns perhaps, which have grown so much over recent years, may find their share prices not doing quite so well. And companies with really safe businesses generating plentiful surplus cash, companies possibly generating a surplus cash and paying dividend yields, could actually see the opportunity to take advantage of the weakness of others and improve. So I think actually the UK market might be well positioned to outperform others going forward.
Yes, GERVAIS, I've just been recruiting and I found it really difficult, but I have made an offer for someone now. Lee, what are your greatest causes for optimism and concern next year?
Well, I think for us, thinking not only about next year, but the coming decades, we are excited by the opportunity to move towards a more sustainable and inclusive future. We think that trend will affect all industries and leads to opportunities for innovative companies that are coming up with products and services that are better for society, better for the environment, and can generate shareholder value as well. So we are excited to find innovative company in this area. In terms of concerns, of course, there's still ongoing concern about supply chain and potential new COVID variants or COVID restrictions. But we think those are short-term. Over a much longer time period, over a 5 to 10 year time period, we are excited by the opportunity for innovation to create a more sustainable future.